in the rugged theater of pugilism, where sweat and valor collide. Two distinct archetypes reign supreme. The boxer, a master of finesse and strategy, and the finisher, a fearsome gladiator whose blistering onslaught decimates everything in his path. Within the illustrious story of the light heavyweight division, a timeless saga unfurls. The epic clash of the boxer versus puncher, where the yellow brick road leads to the undisputed crown. At the summit of this battleground, both warriors find themselves etched into the pantheon of Ring Magazine's top 10 pound-for-pound fighters. Enter Artur Beterbiev, a destructive force in nature whose hammer and fists have shattered the ambitions of all who have dared tread in his path. Opposite him stands Dmitry Bivol, a cerebral tactician whose every movement is an orchestrated chess move, weaving through the chaos with elegance and precision. As the destinies intertwine, the stage is set for a showdown that promises to ignite the very soul of boxing. Though Beterbiev doesn't strictly conform to the classic Soviet boxing school, his approach resonates with the hunting spirit of Golovkin's relentless Kazakh style. He embodies a thrilling blend that sets him apart, channeling the raw aggression and ferocity that orchestrates pure violence. Yet beneath the fierce exterior that lies the intricate foundation of his heritage, his style is steeped in the legacy of the Soviet boxing school, a testament to his amateur career. Like a skilled alchemist, Beterbiev seamlessly melds the technical precision of traditional Russian boxing with an aggressive, pressure-fighting ethos. This fusion creates a unique cadence in the ring, one where calculated artistry meets brute force, making him a daunting adversary who commands respect within the square circle. With a broad stance that grounds him like a juggernaut, Beterbiev crafts an unshakable foundation for delivering bone-crushing punches, enhancing both his balance and the potency of his strikes. The stance epitomizes a boxing philosophy that values stability and sheer power, enabling him to back his opponents up while wielding the force of a battering ram. Behind his punishing jab lies a ruthless strategy that presses his foes against the ropes, encroaching upon every inch in space and enveloping them in a suffocating embrace of pain. He stands alone as the reigning champion with a flawless knockout ratio, a statistic that speaks volumes of his devastation he can unleash. His fists are akin to the hammers of Thor, imbued with the power so catastrophic that it has the potential to fold his adversaries with a single strike.
To get the reaction that he got from Joe Smith, this fight
down does Beterbiev. He caught Smith coming in.
7, 8.
Beterbiev's approach is a merciless symphony of destruction, violently breaking his opponents down round by round. He splinters the defense like a sledgehammer smashing through fragile wood, and as he senses them teetering on the precipice of destruction, he revs up the gears of his meat grinder, sharpening the edges of his onslaught. In that transformative moment, he becomes an executioner, finishing off his adversaries, leaving nothing but silence in their wake.
And it comes here an inexorable march, short left hand, and there goes.
The essence of traditional Soviet boxing is vividly embodied in Dmitry Bivol, a fighter whose boxing intellect rivals that of a grandmaster at chess. His style is a testament to technical mastery, rooted deeply in the principles of pugilism. At the core of Bivol's approach is a keen focus on technical proficiency, which emphasizes impeccable footwork, effective range management, and robust defensive skills. His signature is the pendulum step, a fundamental footwork maneuver that enables him to maintain balance and control, while seamlessly transitioning in and out of striking range. With each controlled movement, Bivol showcases an intricate dance between precision and strategy. His pendulum step unfolds like a rhythmic dance, notably bouncing lightly on both feet, ensuring he remains balanced and ready to fire his punches or adjust his position at a moment's notice. From the outside, Bivol snipes away at his opponents with precise, ranged punches, searching for any sign of vulnerabilities. When he detects a crack in the armor, he springs forward into the pocket, launching powerful punches with calculated ferocity. If his opponents attempt to retaliate, Bivol deftly leaps back out of the pocket, pulling them in while strategically maintaining a safe distance, allowing him to continue landing strikes without compromising his own safety. The fluidity and strategic movement makes his footwork not just effective, but an integral part of his boxing artistry. What truly sets Bivol apart is his uncanny ability to know when to engage and when to evade, strategically stringing together combinations without overstaying his welcome. He is in a perpetual state of motion, embodying a seamless fusion of offense and defense that keeps his opponents guessing. This dynamic approach transforms him into a well-rounded boxer, able to adapt and respond to any situation in the ring. With every calculated strike and evasive maneuver, Bivol showcases not just skill, but a strategic mindset that elevates his performance to extraordinary heights. While everyone recalls Bivol's momentous victory over Canelo by unanimous decision, few mention just how tightly contested that fight truly was, with all three judges scoring at 115-113 in favor of Bivol. In the early rounds, Canelo found his rhythm, effectively pinning Bivol against the ropes and unleashing a barrage of powerful punches. However, as the fight progressed and Canelo began to tire, Bivol seized the opportunity to unleash his work rate, seemingly able to outmaneuver and outwork Canelo. Beterbiev must seize control from the opening bell, preventing Bivol from finding his rhythm and minimizing space in the ring. By keeping Bivol pinned against the ropes, he can stifle his opponent's trademark in and out movement, forcing him into a more flat-footed stance. In his vulnerable position, Beterbiev can command the tight range where he excels, launching his short yet devastating punches with precision. This strategy leaves Bivol with limited options. He can either defend against the onslaught or engage in trades, a risky maneuver that will heavily favor the power puncher. By dictating this aggressive tempo, Beterbiev can effectively impose his will and capitalize on his strengths.
Told you, dominate mid-range. It's a wrap now.
There's a right. Nice right hit. It's hurt. Artur Beterbiev puts him on.
Bivol will step into the ring as the younger, more prim fighter at 33, especially given Beterbiev's 39 years and recent knee injury. Speed will play a critical role in this matchup, with Bivol's exceptional footwork and hand speed likely proving decisive.
Expected to dominate this. The only question was, can he get the finish? And right now he's...
Reflecting on Vlasky's early success against Beterbiev, where he managed to keep the distance and fight from range, it's clear that Bivol must learn from the experience, as Vlasky ultimately faded and was overwhelmed in the later rounds. With Bivol's world-class conditioning and fresher legs, he possesses the advantage of stamina that will be crucial as the fight progresses. He must avoid the mid to inside range, where Beterbiev's punching power reigns supreme.
Peppering him, headshot after headshot, trying to...
Instead, Bivol should focus on dispatching straight punches from the outside, constantly moving and refraining from getting cornered. With his agile footwork, he should always aim to stay one step ahead of Beterbiev, preventing him from establishing control and cutting off the ring. Bivol should commit just enough power to earn respect, but avoid over-engagement that could lead to dangerous exchanges. Implementing a classic stick-and-move strategy will be vital, He cannot afford to linger against the ropes, particularly as Beterbiev is the foremost punishing puncher he's ever faced. By focusing on maintaining distance and utilizing his speed and agility, Bivol can increase his chances of securing victory against a fearsome opponent. Bivol enters the fight as the slight favorite, with the prediction of 55-45 in his favor. The more I ponder the potential outcome, the more my opinion shifts, but I'm determined to make my stance clear and stick with it. This clash is set to be the most significant fight in the light heavyweight division of this generation, with Roy Jones Jr. last reigning undisputed in 1999, and Michael Spinks did so before him in 1983. The contrast in styles adds to the intrigue. Each fighter brings unique strengths that can exploit the other. Bivol's speed and footwork are key elements in maintaining distance from Beterbiev, who, with his raw power and strength, has the ability to break Bivol down against the ropes. History has shown that even the most powerful punchers eventually run into a challenger who can absorb their strikes. Most punchers lack a plan B and fall short when their initial power fails them, often realizing this too late, falling short to victory. This makes Beterbiev's age a critical X factor. Time is undefeated, and we've seen boxers age overnight, while power tends to be the last attribute to fade. If Bivol can withstand the initial onslaught, there's a strong chance he can outwork Beterbiev, especially if Beterbiev's pace has slowed. Intellectually, it tells me that Bivol, with his youth and technical finesse, should emerge victorious by decision. Yet, there's a nagging feeling in my heart that Beterbiev may have one more stellar performance left in him. I recall how a smaller Canelo was able to pressure Bivol against the ropes for 5 rounds. His gas soon diminished and he got outworked. Beterbiev, though, is a destroyer, and his pacing is ruthless. If Father Time doesn't catch up to him by fight night, I predict that Bivol will manage to avoid a knockout, but Beterbiev will emerge victorious in a unanimous decision.